Green were the trees and the meadows that greeted us. Bright was the song of the birdies that laughed. And by, we sat on a bridge and rippled our way into evening.
Bill McDonald, Brian Wolfe, and myself, Stan Walchuk. It was time to go. Those we loved were swallowed into our hearts. The lives we had known could not ride past a crack in the road. A mountain domain so ruthless, so rugged, it beat the trail-tough Klondikers, beat the RCMP patrols. Only the remains of the Beddoe expedition had made the interior by horse. We would be the second expedition, we hoped.
It doesn't much matter now where I'm going, but when I get there, know what I'll do. And if I have enough, I'll bring some to you.
Crossing the Prophet River was not a problem, but the Bessa River nearly claimed Brian's life.
What do you think about that over there?
Forest fire on the Musquaw.
That's no problem. That's no problem.
We worried. How would the
Sure about
horses
that?
react?
Yeah.
Was it worse around the bend, over the mountain?
Yeah.
Mostly we walked, axes biting rock-hard trees, gear, clothes, and skin torn by branches, black, scorching hot, dirty places, almost as bad as the bogs, the swamps. 5 miles on a good day, 2 on a bad. Walk or ride 100 feet, cut trail 100 feet, over and over, from daylight till dark. Every day the horses went down, some days 5 or 6 times. It wasn't the bog, it wasn't the burns, it was the rivers. Dark, deep, and dirty. We had to cross again and again.
Come on, get up!
Then
Get up there,
deeper,
fella. Come on! Yeah,
swifter.
let's go!
Soon it was too much.
Help! The pack walk! Get the pack walk! The horse!
Every day, a twisted replay of the last. When we laughed, we didn't know why. Days we should have rested, we had to search for passage, sometimes with a climbing rope. We were lucky, Fort Ware, but we were also beaten, and there were no guarantees of the trail ahead. Each of us had the right to make an important decision. Bill was reasonable. The odds did not look good. Life was too valuable. It was time to go home. Brian felt the same. For me, there was no decision. Fort Ware, on the Finlay River. Ancient grounds for the Athapascan-speaking Sakani Indians. A lively place with a bright, lively people. There was work to do. Thank goodness for Jim and Don Van Summers. The Pools are hunters. Sometimes bear, usually moose. Today, like in the old days, it's good to be in tent camp for the summer. August 12th, time to go. Only myself and the 2 dogs given to me at Fort Ware. The old people said I would be the first to travel up the Finlay to its headwaters by horse. Those were grand days, the Finlay, the solitude, and I. Finally, to Daddy Lake, 80 miles south, the other end. Company. A guide and a hunter with his wife.
What's your dog's name?
It's not my dog. They gave it to me in Fort Ware.
Here's supper.
Supper? What do you mean supper?
You never know.
We discussed my adventure. Then Ron asked where I was headed.
You'll never make it that way. No, you see over here and through here, it's all overgrown. It hasn't been used for 30 years.
What about over here?
No, you can't get through there. It hasn't been used for over 30 years. You'll never make it that way.
Oh my God.
Nope. Nope. No way.
Alone for 2 weeks. Company for a few minutes. Alone again. With nowhere to go. I prayed a little. And I cried a little.
Art like the wind must be still for a time. Peace like the rain must be accepted and endured.
Instead, I would head northwest, over a pass to the Firesteel River, through the great meadows of Sturdy and Lawyers Pass, Metzontan, over the Spitzisi Plateau to Highland Post and Coldfish Lake, heart of the Cordillera. We began to climb, and we were excited. Soon we would be into the Alpine, in the high country. It had been a long time.
You and me went walking to see if the sun really sank in the ocean. Evening drew nigh, dim in the sky. We sat eating wild raspberries, singing for you, singing for me. All of the frogs and the crickets, you could hear
We reached the Firesteel River. Supper wanted supper, and supplies were getting low. I tried it like supper, but there were too many bones. Finally, Metzontan Lake. Above the lake, perched on a hillside, the abandoned Indian village of the Sakani Indians. Home for hundreds of years. Home no more. They say the children were starving in the 40s. On top of the world. It was late. I was in trouble. Three days I lay in my bag, no dry firewood. Where's that stuff? Come on. You never find it when you need it. The pudding package said, use cold water. Cold water. Cold water.
It's cold enough?
Jeez. September 15th is too early for winter. I reassured myself. My hands, ears, and my generous nose weren't listening. Six days I wandered on the top of the world. Snow one day, none the next. Before I could leave, there was one very important task that must be performed. The location must be perfect. There. An angel for Spatsizi. Down to the Ross River, and in 3 days, Highland Post.
Above all land the eagle flies, reaching out for northern skies. About my land the eagle soars. He will return to his land no more.
Hi, this is Stan. I hope you enjoyed the preview. If you would like to watch the movie, you can download it or order it from our publishing website at www.vistapublishing.net, or call Marlene or myself. Marlene at 1250-569-7182 and me at 1250-569-7575, and we'll take your information and send it to you. The Cordillera Expedition movie earned Best Documentary and Best Producer awards. The 420-page book is a national bestseller, now in its third printing. The book brings the adventure to life with detail. The highs, the lows, the gritty reality. You can be my travel companion through the many memorable events of a truly amazing adventure. I would be glad to sign a copy of the book for you. So for now, thank you and happy adventures.